They don't know it, but I inject hormones in myself, and that's actually so rad, so cool. It honestly really is. Listen, I am manipulating my body to be a more preferred appearance that I want it to be, and that is so fucking cool. I am doing science with my body. I'm a living science experiment, and I love that. It's so cool. It's so fun. And yeah, I don't know, like maybe it's just a fun little thing that I can see and do. I kind of just show how cool modern medicine is and how cool science can really be. Hey there, kids, and how are y'all doing today? It's another trans meme video. So I hope you're already excited, and yeah, I don't really have much to say because like there's memes. Singing in the car while driving home. Huh, I don't remember this song having female vocals. Oh, it's me! Guess voice training is paying off. Hell yeah. Listen, if you are like, wait a minute, that's always a good feeling. And it doesn't always have to be about voice training, because I know sometimes for some people it's going to be various other things about their bodies, whether it be, you know, the hands look after you get a manicure, or, you know, when you're going to the gym and you see how much you've gained and like how your physique has changed just a little bit. There's always going to be enjoyment and like seeing things and just be like, oh, that's me. So I feel like maybe that's one of the things that like I've been trying to do more and like trying to push more, is trying to focus a little bit more on the positives and the things that you like about your body more so than the negatives. Because when you focus on the positives, you start seeing yourself in a better light and you start seeing things a lot better. And when you finally like are able to do that, you notice other positive things about yourself and you stop worrying about all the negative stuff as much. Like it's still there. Don't get me wrong. That stuff's still there, but it becomes less and less as over time. You know, I know it's so much easier for me to say, oh, just focus on the positives. Just focus on the positives. To stop focusing on the negatives. It takes a lot of work. I just want to be honest with you. It took a lot of work for me to get to that point. But when you do the exercise of once a day, say something positive about yourself, say something that you really enjoy about yourself, and start noticing that stuff a little bit more, it really can change how you perceive yourself and how you feel about yourself tremendously. So, you know what? Hey, kids, get in the comments. Tell me one thing that you really like about yourself. For me, specifically, you know what? I love how much I've been able to do at the gym. I love that I've been pushing myself, and I love that I've been going to near failure almost every single day that I go to the gym, and it's been making me feel extremely happy and positive about my own body. Now your turn. Oh, tiniest dent, big euphoria. Listen, it's going to be the tiniest little things that are always going to be the biggest sources of euphoria, and it's honestly the best. Whenever you start noticing the things like your boobs are starting to come in, or your voice is deepening, or whatever it may be, starting to see those changes and feel those changes always feels really great. And as time goes on, you're going to see those changes grow and become even deeper of what you want them to be, and it's going to be so good and it's going to be so amazing. So yeah, celebrate the small things. This skirt wasn't that hard to put on last year, I think. That totally means the estrogen fat distribution is working. Or is it just the very large bowls of spaghetti I've made for myself some time ago? Or Poe? In fact, it was because she somehow didn't fully pull down the skirt zipper. Oh, I mean, I was going to say it could be both. The estrogen distribution is finally like hitting, and also, you know, to get that fat distribution with the estrogen, it is going to need some new material. So having more food and eating more food is definitely going to be doing it. But I also guess, you know, forgetting to somehow fully pull down the skirt zipper could also do it as well. Yeah, it could be both. It could be all three. It could honestly be all three. It honestly could be. Hey, girls, and guys, if you want to see yourself gaining muscle or gaining a weight distribution in a way that you want, you have to eat some food. That means you have to eat more carbs, all right? Eat more carbs, have some more protein, you know, fulfill your diet, and you will find that you are going to get the body that you want, all right? Listen, the only reason why my butt is as big as it is now is not just because I've been doing squats, but because I've also have been eating. All right. So if you want to see the improvements that you want, you have to eat food. All right. And listen. I understand that some people might be out there trying to diet just a little bit because they are trying to lose weight, and that's totally a-okay. Keep a good balance, all right? Keep a good balance. You know, be on a deficit, and then while you're working out, be on a deficit for about a couple of weeks and go back to being, you know, right at average, and then go back on the deficit, and then go back right at average, and then average, deficit, average, and then that should help with whatever your goal is. And once you start gaining weight after the deficits, it's probably right where we need to be. So it's all good. Listen, I'm saying this, and I'm somebody who who gained 20 pounds strictly from weightlifting. So I'm now 220 pounds. I don't mind even though that is. I would like to lose a little bit of weight, but that's mostly because I want like my stomach to be a little bit flatter than it is. But that's going to come from mostly working out my core and doing more cardio. Staring. Hey, miss, you look like Mira from K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm going to adopt this little Oh my god, if someone compared me to Mira, I would fucking love that. Sorry, Mira's my favorite character from K-pop Demon Hunters, just in general. But, yeah, that child's being adopted immediately. I'm now that child's guardian parent. That's it. Whoever ever tries to hurt that kid, they're gonna have to meet my fist. Oh my god. But at the same time, just like being compared to a character from a show that you really enjoy or from a movie that you really enjoy, especially your favorite character, hell yeah, it feels so good. God, I love it. I'm cosplaying a female character. My body has changed a lot on HRT. Surely I won't be misgendered at the con. Looking cool, dude. Nice cosplay, bro. Say Garama, man.
Garama!
I wanted to share this because I hate the cosplays for everybody crowd, because clearly it's not if you're a trans person, because you're going to get heavily misgendered, and it sucks. And it's not even just looking at like the trans community, like the amount of blackface being done by the cosplay community, or the amount of just like blatant racism in some of the cosplay is just, it's so disgusting. And I understand that like the cosplayers who are doing that, they're just doing it for a shock factor so that way they can get more attention. And it's just like, I appreciate the few people who I do know in cosplay do call it out, and they are very vocal about how it's disgusting and why it's so damaging and hurtful to especially Black cosplayers. It's just it's also really not that hard to use non-gendered language to compliment a cosplayer. Like, in all honesty, especially like this one, because as you can say, her Hornet looks amazing. You know, you can be like, oh my god, that's such a good Hornet cosplay. You see how hard that was to not use gendered language? Every time, like, I go to a con and I see someone in some really cool cosplay, I'm like, oh my god, I love your such and such character. Like, it's not that hard to use non-gendered language when addressing a cosplayer or to address somebody, period. So I just want to say, you killed the Hornet cosplay. It's absolutely amazing. And holy shit, yeah, HRT has done some wonders for your body. Like, I hate people. I really do just hate people sometimes, because it's just like, what do you mean? It's just, what the fuck do you mean? Let me go grab the broom. Has this ever happened to you? Well, try simply not pissing. Benefits include total avoidance of public lavatories and the anxiety associated. Side effects may include very bashful bladder, bladder failure, weakening of bladder muscles, urinary tract infections, general discomfort. I hate how called out I am in this post, especially depending on where I am at. If I am not around my friends, if I'm just by myself, I refuse to go into the women's bathroom a whole lot, just because I simply just don't. I don't want to have to deal with it. I don't want to have to deal with the potential Karen screaming and yelling at me because she looked into my stall and saw something that she probably shouldn't have been seeing and is snooping. And you call me the pervert. You're calling me the pervert because I'm using the bathroom to pee, and you're just like, oh, what's in there? Huh? Can I see? Do you know how gross that is? Do you know how disgusting that is? And you're calling us the perverts? Why are you looking? Why do you even care? It's just, I just want to, and then like, I just hate how, like, oh god, I have a dribble bladder because like, I just can't. And whenever I need to go to the bathroom, it hits randomly, and it just like, yeah, it's a real struggle. Please, if you're able to use the bathroom as soon as you can, don't cause any problems to your bladder. But I understand like why this happens, because a lot of us just don't want to have to deal with transphobes or being stared at while we're going to the bathroom when we're just simply doing a natural bodily function. I think, yeah, I'm definitely in the camp of we should just have gender neutral bathrooms, period. Everyone should be able to pee and poop in the same bathroom. Like, you can have a peeing restroom and a pooping restroom. That's totally a-okay. It doesn't honestly matter. It just gender neutral bathrooms, all right? The fire department are trying to show they're supportive, but I am fully dying at the implication that we will simply just all burn. Fire doesn't discriminate. I don't know if this is either they're a little confused, but at least they got the spirit, or very similar on the thing of like, well, I don't see color. We all bleed red. And it's just like, it has both of those energies. It's like cis heteronormative people who are trying, or people where it's just fully gone over their head and they don't fully understand. And they're just like, yeah. That's how I kind of feel about this. It's kind of there, but it could go 1-2 directions, and I'm not honestly sure which. I lost tracking, didn't I? I did. Well, hey, at least you get my good side. Hair transplants are gender-affirming care. Insecure transphobes. If those kids could read, they'd be very upset. I mean, yeah, they probably would be, but at the same time, it's not like they can read anyways, or that they even have a comprehension or being able to understand. I mean, like, yeah, hair transplants, though, that's gender-affirming care. Having more estrogen or more testosterone or breast reduction or boob implants, or maybe even some like fat distribution to your butt, that's all gender-affirming care. Putting on makeup, gender-affirming care. Trying to like, you know, go to the gym and work your body out, gender-affirming care. It's funny how like a lot of this stuff that is like gender-affirming care is seen so normal as like a day-to-day occurrence for cis people, but as soon as a trans person starts doing it's all it's like, oh, no, you can't be doing that. Gender-affirming care. No one should have gender-affirming care except me. Like, it's just, oh my god, the critical thinking skills of transphobes is, it's not zero, it's negative. Like, it's so far down into the god ground that I think even Satan's jealous of how far down it is. Never ask a woman her age. A man, his salary. Actually, please ask for the salary. People who are in the jobs, you should be asking about salary so that we can get equivalent pay. All right, get paid what you're worth. Anyways, a trans girl, what she used to stuff her shirt as a teen. What? You want to know? No, that's like selling the secrets of what happens in the women's restrooms. I'm not telling you my secrets. Get out of here, all right? Unless you want to be a part of the... There's nothing for you to worry about. Neopronoun users just trying to exist. Anti-neopronouns for literally no reason. Can we just accept that neopronouns are a thing? Like, I understand. Sometimes it might be a little hard to pick up neopronouns just a little bit and try to adjust your vocabulary and your language just a little bit. But at the same time, like, chill, relax, take it easy. I mean, like, oh my god, I feel like this is the same thing for whenever people say, they is plural. Shut up. Seriously, just shut up. Who cares? Does it really impact you that much to use a different pronoun? Fae, fur, fox? Who cares? It doesn't really matter all that much, and it's not going to be really impacting you all that much, so chill. Ow! My eye! That's not how eyeliner works, dude. It could happen! Yeah, that's kind of been a little bit of a fear of mine. But, however, I will say it's, even if you were to poke your eye just a little bit, that's not what's going to happen. It's okay. But at the same time, I get the irrational fear because, like, oh my god, me and snakes. I have irrational fears about snakes. So, however, you want to know how that's not going to happen? The more you do it, the less likely it's going to happen. The more practice and steady your hand gets from practicing it more and more often, the less likely that's going to be to happen. So, you know, yes, I understand. It can be scary. It can be terrifying. And if you really need to, you can have somebody else do your makeup. You know, if you got a friend or a partner who's there and willing, you can have them do it for you too. It's okay. Ask for a little bit of help. It's fine. I promise. Soup. I want soup. I have soup at home. I want home. Oh, a dog. Dogs are cool. Pets. I want a pet. A bird. A bunny, maybe. My landlord won't let me have that, though. Oh, God. What's that? My head voice? It's different. It's more feminine sounding. I didn't know that could happen. Fun. The fun little things that happen during transition that you don't really notice or that you pick up on until it's happening. And then you're just like, oh, huh, neat. But I also kind of wonder how much of that is tied to your own self-being and how you perceive yourself and your own voice. Like, for me, I don't think mine has changed, but I also don't vocal train because I don't mind my voice. So does my inner voice stay the same because I don't really mind? Whereas someone who has vocal training, that's the thing that they want, has their inner voice changed because that's how they perceive themselves and that's how they want to be? Or has, for some, is it that, you know, because they have perceived themselves as being the gender, that it is the gender they would prefer, and so therefore it doesn't change, but at the same time then it feels more euphoric because now it aligns with the gender that you perceive yourself to be? And yeah, interesting little thought. Hey, if there are any kids or psychologists and you would want to weigh in just a little bit, I would love to hear. Look at my new character. Is this just you as a guy? It wasn't supposed to be. Sweats and closeted trans. I can't at all relate to this. No, who would create a D&D character that is just them but the opposite gender? And yeah, that's so weird. So anyways, hey, would you like to hear about my tiefling wizard who is addicted to coffee and is a like healer who is very supportive to their community and to those around them and really just tries their best and kind of deflects any and all accomplishments that they have because they feel like that they don't really deserve them, because they honestly feel like, you know, it should just be the bare minimum to be able to be very supportive of those around them. Oh, have I not told you about them? Wait, why are you looking at me like that's me? That's not, no. Anyways, next meme. I think about so-and-so a lot. I wonder why. Later, like many months later. Oh, wait, so-and-so? Yeah, he's gay. Oh, I have a crush on him. That's why. Why do I suddenly feel even more gay and trans? Listen. It happens, all right? Whenever you, especially once you're on HRT. Oh, God, the feelings hit so hard. I am currently listening to Vana as I'm recording this video, and I gotta tell you, nothing really hits better than I'm listening to Vana while I'm working out and I'm doing squats. I'll let you put that one together. I don't mean anything sus by that, I promise. No, like, I don't know. I think it's like when you get more comfortable with yourself and you start understanding who you are, your feelings start to like, they're not muted anymore. And you're able to express them however you want and to be able to understand on a deeper level and on a deeper emotional wave that, you know, hey, you're gay, or you really like, you're yearning a lot for the type of people who you're into. And oh my God, it honestly feels really good just being a lesbian in my case. And if you all watched the end of the last video and you saw that clip from stream, you will know. Yep. Also, did you know I stream over on Twitch? Did you know you can get full frontal gay on Twitch? Especially when I'm playing Warframe. I don't know if I would be showing it whenever I'm playing Final Fantasy, but I definitely show it when I'm playing Warframe and Monster Hunter, surprisingly enough. Yeah, I'd smash the Yoda Garen. Oh my God. Also, did you know that there's a VOD channel? So in case if you can't watch the streams, you can go watch them on YouTube over on Cafe Streams Tale. So if you ever want more of me and you just kind of want to vibe and hang out and listen, I highly suggest that you go and watch the VODs. And yeah, you know, they're going to be coming out daily up until July 25th. And after that, they'll be coming out the day or two after stream. So more cat for all of you. So I think I'm asexual, but I'm not adult fun time repulsed. I just don't imagine myself doing it. Well, I can imagine myself doing it, but in reality, I'm not interested in actually doing it. But I still love making out and cuddling and seeing and feeling each other's bodies. Women's bodies. No, sometimes I like guys' bodies. Now I've gone cross-eyed. Terry, I really do feel you on this one. Mood, girl, mood. Just because, like, so for me, I kind of have taken the label of being brasexual. I know agosexual is probably the more accurate term, but it's one of the things of like, especially since transitioning and having to think about my own sexuality a little bit more, I honestly have adopted the ace label and being lesbian romantic as kind of my identity, because I'm not really interested in the actions of adult fun time, but the thought of it, it's fun. And like, oh my God, yes, I understand a lot of you go like, but Kat, your clips, the things you say, it's so sussy. Yeah, I love thinking about that. I love having that in my head, but I don't actually want that. It very much feels like the same way as when people who are ace read smut and they're like, oh, this is so good. And then somebody goes, oh yeah? No, I don't want anything to partake in that. I just like, oh my God, it's fantasy. It's all like mental, because when you're in your own head and you're able to think about that, you can like imagine the things that you really enjoy. But at the same time, like, you understand that you don't want that. it's one of those things of like the human brain's so complicated sometimes, and that's why like sexuality and gender are so complicated and they have so much nuance to them, and you can't just like set a defined label on like a gender or someone's like sexual identity or who they're attracted to, and it becomes extremely difficult to put a box around that. So Terry, so real. I feel you on this, especially being a fellow asexual person. So you're doing great. I used to want to be a boxer or do roller derby. I still do. But seeing as my disability makes it so I can't even get out of my own stairs, I don't think that's happening anytime soon or at all. And even if I was able-bodied, I know how people would react to a trans woman in sports, especially as a public figure. And I know it's not a real solution to any of these problems, especially systematically, but even if I can't do certain things I want, I still have love. And I guess I'm pretty happy just doing that for now. You shouldn't have to be. Just being honest, you shouldn't have to be feeling that love is the only thing that you can give. You should be able to give and do all that you want, being able to play in the sports that you want to play in, being able to express yourself however you want. And that's kind of the issue right now, is especially seeing the Supreme Court has overturned protections for trans people in Title IX. This isn't just about sports. It's not. At this point, it's no longer about sports. It's never been about sports. It's always been about stripping people of their rights so that way they don't have protections to make sure that they can exist safely. And the thing that kind of really pisses me off with all of this stuff, especially with the Title IX overturning, is that it's not going to just hurt trans women. Like, this is going to hurt every woman out there. And this is not just going to be happening in sports. This is going to be in everyday life, everywhere. Title IX was not just for sports. It was for everything, for jobs, for schools, for sports, all of it. And now in those red states where it's legal to discriminate based off of one's gender identity, how many women, trans or cis, doesn't matter, are going to get assaulted because somebody presumed that they were trans? I remember listening to a TikTok where when it was discussing women's safety, it talked about who was in power. If women are in power of their own safety, women are usually way more safe than if men are ever in power. Because when men are in power, they're going to do everything that they can to be able to control women's bodies, to make sure that they can't leave out of disgusting marriages, and to be able to live. And this overturning is another pillar down for the safety of all women. All women. I think we have a lot more to fight for. And I don't know how far we will have to go for people to realize that trans rights are human rights, and they're the rights of women as well. And being able to fight for all of that, and being able to take care of each other, and to understand that when we fight for the rights of the most marginalized within our group, we're fighting for everybody's right. And that includes, we need to be fighting for trans women of color. We need to be fighting for disabled trans women. We need to be fighting for trans men across the board. Anybody who is easily targeted and is not being at all covered or is being purposely ignored, we need to help them out. We need to fight for them as well, because if we're fighting for them, we're fighting for ourselves. Making sure that trans women of color are safe and protected and have the ability to have their rights not be infringed upon means that you yourself don't have your rights infringed upon. And God, I would hope that I wouldn't have to say that to you all, but sometimes I have to remind people. It's exhausting and it's tiring. But I'm gonna be honest with you, it's more reason to fight, and it's more reason to get out there and to do things and to make sure that we are not going quietly. Again, Pride might be over. It may have ended at the end of June here in the United States, but that doesn't mean that we're done. It doesn't mean we're done celebrating. That's it. No, celebrate every year, celebrate every month, celebrate every day of your existence, and fight for the rights of others. Remember, during the AIDS crisis, we mourn those that we lost in the morning. We fought for the rights of everybody in the afternoon, and we partied all night to remember those who we have lost and to show the fascist that they will never win. All right, and that's the end of the video. I just want to say thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I do greatly appreciate it a ton. And honestly, you have no idea how much that means and how much that actually does help. Yes, you know, shout out to all my patrons, my YouTube members, and my Twitch subscribers. They do really help out a ton and are able to really help provide me with the ability to pay for my bills and to be able to commission work for clips and everything. However, you, the viewer, you simply just watching this video, do way more than you expect. I honestly couldn't be able to make this into a career if it wasn't just for those of you who view the videos, who watch the streams, and sit through the ads. Because quite frankly, that's a good chunk of my income. So thank you so much for sitting through the ads, and thank you so much for sticking through. I greatly appreciate it. And I don't think you understand, like, again, I don't think you understand how much that supports me just on its own. So thanks. And yeah, you know, if you want, come catch me over on Twitch if you want to catch a live stream. And if you aren't able to get onto Twitch because of time zones and everything, that's totally okay. I'm uploading VODs over on a VOD channel now, so you can go watch me over there and get caught up on the stuff I've been doing on streams. So watch me make mistakes, watch me learn from my mistakes, and, you know, watch me enjoy having fun playing games with friends and by myself. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy the VODs. I hope you all enjoy this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Good vibes, like a Hitachi.
Oh my Jesus, Jag.
Huh?
Cat, do you not know what a Hitachi is?
Not off the top of my head. Hold on.
It's a wand.
It's a Brando wand, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Probably the most popular brand of wand.